Miami for Trash Talk.
American football, sponsored by Budweiser.
Hola! And this week, Trash Talk brings you a taste of the tropical climate from the state of Florida.
Yes, this is Miami, where Spanish is the mother tongue of over half the population.
Where the mega-rich megastars like Madonna and Sylvester Stallone have mega homes.
Where Al Capone gave the order for the St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
And this is the place where a race of giants once lived, according to an old Florida legend.
Check it out, dude.
Considering that Miami was once a small village stuck on the edge of a swamp, it's really not doing too badly. It's the East Coast haven for the rich and famous, a mishmash of cultures and purple rinses, where Art Deco style mixes with beach life, creating an irresistible charm for that year-round sun worshipper. Only in Miami is cool so far away. Only in Miami, my story, she goes this way. Fishmen fly through the purple keys, golden birds take to air. I am bound to the earth, it seems. My life can be so unfair. Only in Miami. On game day, everyone talks football, and in Miami, it could be in a number of different languages. The Hispanic population have their own TV station. How crazy do they get about the Dolphins? How big is the Hispanic community in Miami?
Well, it's pretty big. I'd say it's maybe roughly, I'd say 50% of the population is Hispanic in South Florida, and it's still growing. We get a lot of tourism, and it's still growing, so it's pretty big. It's a big market for us.
How does sport fit into Channel 51?
Well, as well as anything, in news, you have to have sports and weather. You know, even though news directors don't like it so much, sports is a given. We have to do it. And we do a good job at it, we feel, even though we don't have all the facilities we'd like to have. But we're still growing. This is a young station. Telemundo Network is still growing, so we're doing a good job, I feel.
How important is American football to the local Hispanic?
Very important. The Dolphins, being that they're the only team that went undefeated back in 1972, and people will still compare other teams to them. And I guess Latin people are diehard football fans, and the Dolphins, when they lose, they don't want to talk about it. When they win, everybody's a fan.
The Spanish influence is not only seen on the sidewalks, but in sport too. One of the biggest crowd pullers is a game called Highlight that originates from the Basque regions of Spain and is the fastest game in the world. Si, senor? What is Highlight?
Well, it's a ball game similar to racquetball or squash, played on a much larger scale. You have to catch and return the ball with a curved basket off the front wall, and then before it bounces more than once, you can either take it on the fly or on one bounce and just continue to return it until one team misses. The players are truly great athletes. You can see them climb the wall or the screen to make a great catch. Yeah. They throw the ball hard. The speed and the color, it all makes for a very exciting picture. I think people enjoy it because of those things.
Is it easy to play, would you say?
No, very difficult. When you first start out, if you want to play like baseball or football, and when you go out there and try it the first time, you're going to hit yourself in the leg almost.
As if by magic. All right, here I am on the Highlight court, and I'm here with Adam, who's going to teach me how to play Highlight. Aren't you, Adam?
Yes.
Okay, what are the basic things I should remember when trying to throw this ball?
Well, the thing to remember is don't throw it like a baseball. If you try to throw it like a baseball, with bending your elbow, it's going to go right into the ground.
Oh, I see.
You want to keep your wrist open. Leave your wrist open and just try to follow through. It's smooth. Don't bend your elbow. Just aim really high and follow straight through.
Yeah, right. Okay. So arm straight,
Arm straight,
Wrist back.
wrist back, and when you follow through,
Yeah.
just up. Throw it up, throw it high.
Okay.
But just try not to stop your arm here.
Oh,
try
I
to
see.
just go all the way through with it.
All the way through.
Right.
Okay. Okay. You ready for this? Okay. Let's put the ball in here.
Yeah, put the ball in there. Arm straight, wrist back.
Wrist back.
All
Try
right,
and slip
aim
it
really
over.
high.
Aim really high.
Right.
Okay, you ready? Okay. So you turn pro. How much money do you make from? How much can you make from turning pro?
You can make a nice 100,000. I mean 100,000 figure. You know,
that's
you
nice.
can make something nice. But I mean, it's just the better you get, the more you make.
Better get more. That sounds good to me. Okay, let's try this again.
Wrist back.
Wrist
No,
back.
not like, you see, you're keeping like this.
Yes,
Open it.
I
There
am.
you go.
I'm afraid I'm
There you
gonna
go.
drop it out of
No,
the basket.
it won't. Just be loose. Try to be
Okay.
loose with it. There you go.
Less wrist.
Yep.
Keep going. You got plenty of tape, right, Alan? Hey, any ladies play this sport?
There's a couple women that play at the amateur.
level.
Yeah, they go over there and they play because you can pay the amateur to play. So they pay and they play. They're pretty good too.
All right. Oh, that sounds good. Okay. So, ladies, you can try this at home if you want to. One more time, Alan. One more time. I think I'm getting it. He says.
There you go.
Ah, yeah. You have a basket? So I could have sort of like a scripted game with you. What do you think?
You want me to put a
Yeah,
basket
I
on?
want you to put a basket on. Yeah, I'm ready now.
Yeah.
There he goes. Yeah.
All right, now, aim high.
Whoa.
I hope you got that. That's really rare. That's great. That is good.
Well, I think it's a great game. I mean, I don't know what you think. I think I was a little loose in the wrist department, you know what I mean? Kind of limb-wristed, but I think it's a great game. I mean, I can encourage every mad person that likes to get 150-mile-an-hour balls thrown at them to take this up immediately. Bye. Oh, boy.
Dolphins can be found swimming and playing off the coast here, and not surprisingly, they're the mascot for the football team, and boy do we love them. So let's find out more about Miami's favourite mammals. I'm with Dia from the Miami Sea Aquarium. Could you tell me what you do here?
I'm the assistant head trainer here at the Miami Sea Aquarium. I train the animals, the people, and do the shows.
What makes dolphins so popular?
People love dolphins. Flipper, the TV series and movie have made them very popular, but they're very loving creatures and they're very curious, and I think that's why we love them so much.
Wow, that was quite a testimonial.
How do they make the sounds?
How they talk is through the blowhole on the top of their head, right here. And Kathy's one of our very vocal dolphins here.
It's incredible the different pictures that they can make. How do they, just through that
Just
hole?
through the manipulation of their blowhole, the different directions that they move. If you watch it, she'll change it, and she'll just change it all around. See on one side, and then pulls it in a little bit more. They also talk to each other, what's called echolocation. Kathy, dolphins can echolocate through your body and tell your heartbeat, your respiration, and your blood pressure immediately and know whether you're afraid or not.
Wow,
Right, Kathy?
incredible. How do you train the animals?
We use a method of training called positive reinforcement, which simply means when they do something right, they get a reward for it. She just turned over, and you can rub her belly if you want. She's pregnant. She's due any day.
Really?
Yes. And she hears the whistle. She knows she did it right, and she gets fish for that.
Do you ever withhold food?
We do not withhold fish. If they do something incorrectly, I just ask them to do it again. Like if she doesn't touch my hand, like that, I would ask her again until she did touch it. So they do get all of their fish throughout the entire day.
Talk tricks.
This may look like a scene out of Miami Vice, but I'm not Ricardo Tubbs, and I don't own a Ferrari. But this guy is for real. He's part of Metro-Dade County's Marine Patrol, and it's his job to keep Miami's waters safe. Why do you have Marine Police?
Well, because we live in a water environment in Miami. We have approximately 2,500 square miles of coastline, and from the north end of the county to the south end of the county through the ICW, which is Intercoastal Waterway, we have 54 miles.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a lot of activity on the water. Of course, this is a boating environment, so you need, some police presence on the water.
Is it true that you write speeding tickets for offenders on the water?
Well, our speeding tickets aren't like speeding tickets on the road. What we write is what's called a no wake or idle speed violation, where a boat has to slow down in these certain areas. They can't be up on plane creating a wake.
That makes sense. Yeah. Miami's been suffering in recent weeks with the series of tourist shootings. What's the police department doing to combat these crimes?
Well, they've stepped up patrols in the areas that tourists, drive to and from the airport, the exits coming from the airport. But the best thing a tourist can do is just, be aware of his surroundings.
Is Miami really the dangerous place that they say it is?
I don't think so. I think we get media attention because of our tourist industry. I don't think it's any more dangerous than any big city in the United States or, as a matter of fact, in the world.
Tell me about some of the famous people that live around here.
Well, on the water, we'll be coming up to it in just a minute. Norman Brayman, he's the owner of the Philadelphia Eagles, the football team. And next to him, we have the Prince of Saudi Arabia. And we have Barry Gibb, who of the Bee Gees fame, lives on the water, which I think a lot of people in England will know.
Yeah. That's enough. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough.
Then we have Gloria Estefan.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we know
Gloria.
Gloria.
Famous.
Yeah, she's kind of well known. Yeah. So I understand this boat is quite famous, actually.
Yes, it's had a long and illustrious career. It's been featured in Miami Vice when Miami Vice was filming down here.
Yeah.
We've had Muhammad Ali on board.
Yeah.
We had to transport his whole entourage when they had the Miami Grand Prix down here. This boat has been around. This is an old boat. This is a 1972.
1972 boat?
Right. It's one of the stablest boats that we have in our fleet.
Nice. Nice.
You want to buy it?
Yeah, how much is it?
You got 90,000?
Hey, hold on, let me just call my bank. Do you make any special preparations for a Monday night football game in Miami?
Yes, our department, we are in charge with internal security along with a private agency, and we have off-duty officers on duty in the stadium and in the stands in case, any fights or anything like that break out, and usually there are one or two that break out.
We'll be back with the real Dolphins
after this break. There's one swirling low-pressure area that's come up from the Caribbean and made a permanent impression on Miami. They call him the Raster of Disaster, and he plays for the University of Miami's football team, the Hurricanes. He's Bob Marley's son, Rohan Marley. So what are you studying at university?
Sociology. Learning to deal with people, my surroundings, people around me, everyday people,
How did you get into football?
Just watching on TV and seeing it and enjoying the tackling and the big hits and the nice catches and, those things. I enjoy the game and I love it, That's the reason I'm playing it right now, because the love of it. Not because, anything, just the love of it.
You're small for a linebacker, but yet you're known as the most ferocious hitter on the defense. How did all this come about?
Just being aggressive all the time, just running to the ball full speed and having, just having no regards for your body, really. Just, just running all the time and trying to make every play, So.
That's it, yeah. That's good. Yeah, that's what your reputation is. Do you think you're battling, the way you battle on the field is, linked with your father, because he was like a street fighter.
Yeah, man.
Rough and tough and,
yeah, man. Every time, yeah, man. Because film music, marking. Everything what he says in music, you can see what I'm doing it on the field, because he's a progressor. So that's what I'm doing on the field. I'm going after everything, and he's going after everything too.
Right.
So yeah, man, same relation.
What do you remember about when you were living at home?
Just living as a rebel, like a real soldier.
When you arrived here, did you receive any hostility, any bad vibes because you were Bob Marley's son?
Well, definitely, because anywhere you go and you're you come from a different background and a different family, and some people don't understand what type of family I come from. People think it's just a family, you get up every day and everything's laid down in front of you. So, you know, some people might say, la la blah and ray, but you have to really know us as Marlies to understand where we're coming from every time.
What about the song Get Up, Stand Up?
Get Up, Stand Up.
Yeah, because we've seen that in the press. They're always referring that one to you.
I'm not supposed to be laying down. I'm supposed to be going after it every time, every player. Get up, stand up, fight for your right.
Fight for your right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. What do you mean?
You'd like to go to the NFL?
Yeah, man. That's a goal for every college athlete, because if you don't have that goal, you can't be the best you can be. And only the best go at that stage, you know?
Yeah. Who would you like to play for in the NFL? Which team would you like to play for?
Doesn't matter, really. Whichever team give me the opportunity, you know? Whichever team say, well, we're going to give this kid a chance. Whichever team. And that's the team that's going to go a long way.
So we've got a game coming up Monday night.
Monday night.
Yeah, Dolphins are playing the Skins.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what kind of game do you think that's going to be?
It's going to be a very interesting game, because both the Dolphins and the Skins have good defense and they have good offense. So it's going to be very interesting. It's just who can maintain the ball longer and stay away from turnovers and win the game, you know?
Yeah. So what kind of score prediction you're going to give me for the game?
Score prediction for the Dolphins, Miami. Miami by a touchdown.
Yeah, Miami by 7?
Yeah.
So what you say, like what, 14-7 Miami? 21-14?
17-10 Miami.
17-10 Miami, yeah. Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Remember he said that. Now for the action!
Laying your hands on tickets for a Monday night football game is like getting diamonds out of a coal mine. They're very hard to find.
The next best thing is to watch the game in a sports bar. But we're not going to just any old sports bar. We've been invited to quarterback Dan Marino's place at Coconut Grove.
So tonight, old Super Bowl rivals, the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Redskins, will be battling it out down at the Joe Robbie Stadium.
Since 1970, no one has won more games in the league than the Miami Dolphins. And the team that's second is the Washington Redskins.
The Dolphins have beaten the Redskins 5 times out of the last 8 meetings, but it was the Redskins that won the last game. The game has just begun.
Let's play ball!
Keith Byers lines up in the slot to the right, and Marino goes right to the air and misfires on his first pass intended for Terry Kirby. 2nd and 10. Miami from the 20, operating from a split back set. Marino, good protection, then throws too high, intended for Irving Fryer, his new favorite receiver, and it will be 3rd down and 10. Redskins show blitz. Here they come. Dolphins pick it up, and Marino throws for a first down to Tony Martin. And he's into Redskin territory, and Green can't get him, and he'll go all the way, 80 yards.
7-0 Dolphins. Dan's the man. What a way to start the game. Unbelievable pass.
1st and 10. Miami from the 27-yard line. Terry Kirby, big hole through the middle, and the rookie from Virginia takes it out to the 45-yard line. 2nd and 9. Marino guns one to Kirby. He's at the Skins 30. And forced down at the 20-yard line by Carl Banks. Another Miami first down deep in Redskin territory, 34-yard gain.
We're fired up. We're going to win the game big, okay?
2nd down and goal from the 3-yard line. Marino with the fake. Marino throws. The catch is made at the goal line by Tony Martin, who scored the first touchdown and comes within inches of making it 2. 7.5 to go in the quarter. 7-0 Miami. 3rd down and goal. And they give it to Higgs, and he's in there. 73 yards, 9 plays. After an 80-yard touchdown on the first series, and Pettibone's team is already down by 2 touchdowns.
You look again, the dive from about the 3-yard line by Higgs, but the concern has got to be for Pettibone. They gave up the run, they gave up the short pass, they gave up the long pass. Well, look at it. When a team like Miami starts to do anything and everything they want to do, they can turn this game into a pinball machine.
Well, Higgs goes over the top, and not one Redskin even left the ground to try to meet him. That's a bad sign.
Mark Higgs just scored a 1-yard touchdown run, 14-zip, Dolphins.
I've got a Redskins fan here with me. How do you think the game's going so far?
It's not going too good. As soon as they warm up, I feel the Redskins going to overcome it and blow them out.
But no matter how Washington tried to move the ball, the Dolphins' defense kept stopping them in their tracks.
End of the first quarter, 14-0 Dolphins.
Could the Redskins stir it up in the second?
3rd and 6. Conklin's pass, and that is caught by Sanders, who makes a great move to pick up the first down and a lot more.
But Washington just couldn't get the ball into the end zone, so they played it safe with a field goal, taking the score at halftime to 14-3.
Can you tell me what do you thought about the first half?
Well, Dan Marino's quick release has been going against the Redskins. They haven't been able to control it. And the penalties against the Redskins, and Chiplow Miller missed a field goal by about 3 yards. Hey, what can I say? Dolphins, 14-3.
Not everyone comes to a sports bar to see the game. Some come to play pool, some to just sit and eat. To mingle with the stars? To mountain climb? But we are here to watch the football.
Redskins have really got to pull it out of the bag if they want to win this game. Let's see if they can do it. It's the second half.
With Washington's main quarterback, Mark Rippon, out with injury, Conklin was in. But he was replaced at the end of the third by Rich Gannon. Could he do better?
Monk in motion. Gannon in relief of Conklin. Throws, and nice toe dance by McGee to make the catch, pick up the first down. 2nd and 6. Gannon throws into the end zone, caught by Sanders.
The Redskins just scored right now, and the score is 14-10 in the fourth quarter.
So the pressure was on Marino.
Miami 2nd and 10 at the 23. Marino. And he hits Irving Fryer. 3rd and 8 at the 46-yard line. He's chased, escapes, throws against the grain. It's complete, big first down, Mark Ingram. 3rd down and 9 at the 19-yard line. And a catch made by McDuffie, who squirts to the 10. He's got the first down.
No more touchdowns for Miami, but this final field goal secured the game, taking the final score to 17-10, Miami!
Marino was tough in the end. Hey, Washington couldn't come back. 17-10. What can I say? Miami Dolphins win.
Well, that was a novel way of seeing a football match.
Hey, there was as much atmosphere in there as there's been at any football game we've seen. Woo! 17-10 Dolphins! Woo! There it is! Woo! There it is! Super Bowl, here we come! Dear Lowy and Bartman, Miami this week. Hey, I did everything that Simon didn't. Ninja Boss would love it. It's got boats, babes, beaches, bagels, boats, bikinis, rollerblades, and bloats. Jamaica's only a short ride away, so I might go missing. Hey, saw my first dolphin game this week called Jump Through the Hoop and Catch the Fish. Because of the climate, it's a great place to retire, and the Spanish influence keeps everything from being boring. And surfing has nothing to do with wash powder. Anyway, give Adi and Maxie my love and tell them it's a great place for honeymoons.
This sea is gorgeous.
I do like to be beside the seaside.
As for that key lime pie...
The beach monster.
Come on, let's go for a walk.
Okay. Where are we next week?
Buffalo.
Buffalo? It's going to be cold there. Hey, I've just had a thought.
What's
you
that?
know, England, it's 6,500 miles that way. You know, if we start swimming now, we'll be in time for Goose Fair.
Get out of here.
American football.
987.
Sponsored by Budweiser.